Why, hello there. Let's see. I'm just waiting for you to come in and see a flying fool. All right, Lewis, where you at, brother? You know I'm here. I told you I was going live. hey, hey, brother, how you doing, Deezy? Yeah, a little bit of shout out. You get one too, kind of. Wasn't thinking about it, but now that you're here, I'll give you one. Hey, Mason, excuse me. Had a few beers. What can I tell you? How you doing, brother? Troy, what's up? Why is that held for review? Uh, yeah, we should that. Not much, man. I look. This is a shout out to numerous people. Hey, Sean. First of all, I got this awesome hat Monday from Brother Pool. Uh, so hey, Thomas, Sean, the RJ. So anyway, I got this from Drone Pool Monday. That's cool. Thank you very much, Dan. I appreciate it. All right. Another shout out goes to Eric, RT Crazy. Because one day he asked me, he said, I had a package coming, and I figured it was a shirt, whatever, that Tiff had made a Love My Drone shirt for me and sent it to me or something like that. That's what I was expecting. So anyway, when I got the package, I looked at it and the return address on it. Hey, Anubis, Maverick. When I got the package, I looked at the return address and it said HGLRC on it. And I'm like, well, what the heck is this? Well, what it was a new frame for my Batman 220. Okay. I'm like, wow, awesome. He goes, did you get it? I'm like, or what is it? Something like that. And I said, you know damn good and well what it is. You sent it to me. So anyway, I've been slacking, haven't really put it together that much, but I have done some work on it. I did not elect to change the whole frame out. I replaced an arm, this one, and as you can see, I've done an awesome job of reconnecting the new motor. Hey, Val, really, rather than take the stack apart, I thought, man, I'm just going to splice the wires on the arm. And, but I didn't want to splice them and realize that the rotation was wrong. And I didn't want to fool with B Heli Sweet because the last time I messed with B Heli Sweet, it didn't work out too well. I was able to change because it's a 4-in-1 escape, and apparently it's a little different. Because I tried to make it where the props spin out, reverse the prop, all of them. But when I reversed the prop, it only did one of them. Well, obviously, it wouldn't fly very well that way. So anyway, I thought you all might get a charge out of my unique testing. You know, me being an electrician, I have wire nuts laying around. So here we go. What I determined was, oh, I love this sound. This is such a great sound. I don't know if y'all could hear that, but what I found was, had I soldered these wires instead of using these pretty connectors here, What? SOS? Oh, wrong switch. There we go. Was that the two front motors are spinning the same direction? Does that appear that way to y'all? I mean, they kick back. So now, hey Lewis, hey brother, it is a bomb. It does look like a bomb, doesn't it? Yep, squirrel. Who are you, yep, squirrel? Did you change your name, Rocky? So, easy solution. Unplug. I should have disarmed first, probably. Doesn't matter. I don't think. And see, because these motors are basically a three-phase motor. And the rule of a three-phase motor is you change any of the two wires, then the motor direction will reverse. So let's try that little experiment. Let's see. Those two apart. That one. See if I can keep from getting them mixed up. This one needs to go to there. And now it's there. Eric, this is all for you, brother. Thank you for the frame. You're a hell of a guy. That's all I got to say. Dan, you're a hell of a guy. All of y'all are hell of a guys, actually, because you all been on my butt about getting this thing put back together. Your replacement is here. What's your replacement? Thanks for coming in, Val. Yeah, I know. See, I did that, Ada. I did that, Lewis. But I don't know if I have a bad version or if I didn't do right. But it talked about one channel being the master channel or something. I don't know. It was weird. It just didn't seem to work right. And since I'm not going to the ESC, because I didn't want to take the stack apart. Okay. Yeah, I'm lazy. All right. And plus, I want to fly. And plus, you've been on my butt about it. So now, I guess I need to plug back in. I think they're doing right now. It's hard to tell. They spin so fast. Yeah, this one's spinning left. And that one's spinning left too. I guess I had it right to begin with. What the heck? Of course, I had to do that. I don't get it. Did I mix them up when I was putting them together, or I don't think so. Hey, Cesar. I think I'm saying that right. Well, I don't know, Dan. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you. I'm trying to get my motor rotation worked out right before I do a proper solder connection. How you like those motor connections, Dan? You like that? Thought you might appreciate it. Okay, let me look at something. That one's spinning left. That one's spinning right. So this one should spin right. Oh, wait. That one's spinning left, like this one is. Man, these motors get hot on your fingers when you're using friction. That one's spinning right. This one's spinning left. Okay. This on. That's my receiver hanging there with the blue light. I have to reattach the antennas to it. My antenna hanging from the VTX. And there's my camera still hanging. I have to still configure it. I'm going to do 16 by 9, I think. It does both. It's 800 TVL. Trying to put this where y'all can see it. Not that you want to see this engineering job. So maybe I'll work with you on that, Lewis. But I don't know. When I originally went to set this up, I went to B Heli trying to reverse all the motors, and it didn't work. It only reversed one of them instead of all of them, and it wouldn't let me go to the other motors to change those because something about master ESC. So I was anxious to fly it, so I just rolled with the normal rotation. But there are a lot of benefits to reversing the rotors because if you had grass or whatever, instead of sweeping the grass into your camera, it sweeps it away from them. So you might get grass in the sides, probably will, but you won't get it all slammed into the front, which can blind you, by the way. And some of you, I'm sure, have been there and done that. I lost my wire nut, my electrical connecting device. I don't know the answer to that question, Lewis. I really don't. Um, I think they're D-Shot 600s, but I'm not sure. I'd have to go into beta to do that. And I don't know. I'm grabbing another wire nut. Since I lost that one. And we'll see what happens. Now, if it does the same thing, then I guess I'll have to go the Beduga route and just solder them together and roll with it and figure out how to do it the real way. Oh, okay. See, I don't know, Beduga. You way ahead of me in the building game. And this isn't a build. This is a rebuild. So basically, I have replaced the BTX before. I did this horrible hack job of putting the receiver on. But that's about it. So you were way ahead of me in that game, Willis. Everybody in here is probably way ahead of me in that game for that matter. What do you mean the second sitting? I don't know what you mean, Eric. I mean, he's Oh, what's your problem now? He doesn't like something. Here we go. I must have it in narrow mode. Okay. This one's spinning clockwise. This one's spinning clockwise. This one's spinning counter and counter. Woohoo! So we are good. Motor rotation. Now I just got to put the wires together. Isn't this a beautiful sound? Huh. Sound a little rough there. Probably some crappy connections on the wire. But anyway, Lewis, I thought you would appreciate that. I don't know why. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, more wire nuts trying. Look, I've just started, and hi, you Slip. How you doing, brother? Look, she's coming together, Slip. Almost got, that my motor connections are a little bulky. Now I'm going to solder these and splice them in there, but I'll soon have a 5-inch back in the air. Yeah, I know all about bee hellas. Okay, these I know, I know. How are you, by the way? Yes, yes, Sean. If I can get the camera mounted and all that, I doubt it'll happen today, but maybe tomorrow. Um, I'm hoping. I am hoping because it's been too long, and I have some wrenches. Ah, wrenches that I have here. The Batman. That's right. And so look, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for stopping by, Squirrel. I know it wasn't very exciting, but I thought some might find it humorous with the wire nuts and all. Ah, yeah, I know you say that, DZ. Okay, but I'm not running individual escapes. I'm running a 4-in-1. So when I tried it, it's all right. That's all right, Dan. The when I went to try it one time, it just didn't work out. So I just said screw it and left the motors. Look, one of my basic concepts of things, if it ain't fixed, if it isn't broken, don't mess with it. You know what I mean? Okay, all right, DZ, I'll do that. I'm just telling you that I'm not exactly an idiot. You know, and it didn't work out for me, but I was anxious. I was anxious to fly the Batman, so I didn't spend that much time on it. But when I went to reverse the motors and it wouldn't let me touch the other motors, it only let me touch one. And it reversed fine. But all the others still spun the same direction, so that wasn't going to work. So anyway, yes, it is slippery. I'm looking forward. Well, you've got some great flights in already, but I'm looking forward to a lot more from you, and appreciate when you do stop by because I'm just a young Padawan compared to that. What do you mean? What tune are you talking about, Lewis? I've been thinking about playing with my rate some more now that I've learned a little bit about it. I want to I want to be smooth. I don't want to do that quick jerky flippy, you know. I mean, I want to be able to be fast, but that's where the rates come in. You know, bring your RC rate down and take the super rate up, and then play with the expo. I agree, Slippery. I've played with that some, excuse me, and that's what I've heard, Flip, is that most of the birds come with a pretty good tune already right out of the box. But it's your rates and your style of flying that affects a lot. Hell, for that matter, probably the type of transmitter you got too. You know, and there's probably settings on the transmitter you can do as well. I have the QX7, which seems to be a favorite of a lot. Oh, ESC music. So what do you think of the Star Wars stuff? Elbow rate. Oh, that's what you mean by the curve. So you're a flatliner now, are you, Slippery? Well, I'm not disputing that, DZ. You do awful good for line of sight. And see, Slippery, are you a pincher or a thumber? I don't think my fingers are long enough for pinching. Yes. Oh, what does yes mean, Slippery? Does that mean you're a pincher? You took the first word and said, okay, all right. So what radio are you using, Flip? Oh, you're a thumber. Okay. Well, now I feel more normal. Little hands, yeah. I hear you. Yeah, I don't think my hands are. Well, the QX7 is kind of wide, you know, which I need to turn off, by the way. 0.12. Okay. Yeah, I see, and I can't even remember what I got the Batman at. I I know I tuned down the RC rates, but I don't think I screwed with Expo or Super Ray at all. The the Expo, from what I understand, was flattens out the curve center to midpoint. Correct me if I'm wrong, any of you guys. Oh, Tyrannus SC, so that's a step up, Slip. Sausage fingers, see? Okay. Which probably explains the thumbing part. I get that completely. I mean, I do manual work with my hands. I know Slip does too, you know. And so I definitely don't have piano hands. I mean, I'm a small guy, but my hands, you know, just from a long time of yes, I'll go with that. Easy. I'll go with that. 0.12, I remember that because I think the most I've done with this is like 0.2, you know. And Josh Winthrow has done a few rates videos, and he was telling, who was it? E-Drone, I think it was, to do a 0.2, try 0.2, I think it was. But anyway, okay. Well, I've kind of run out of things to say. Really, Ryan? What radio you have? See, I guess I need to watch some more Project Blue Falcon because I've done very little with my radio as far as changing stuff on that. I didn't even know there was an expo setting in on the radio. Unless maybe you're, can't you do that? Can't you mess with Beta Flight with your radio? DX6. I don't know what a DX6 is. I'm sure I should. Everybody else in the world probably knows what it is, but I don't. Spectrum, okay. Now, isn't Spectrum more of a fixed wing radio? I mean, technically the Tyrannus is too. I mean, the Tyrannus has all kinds of stuff on it that with a quad, you don't use half of the screens on it. Whoops are very fun back from the sky, and I have some whoops that I'm very fond of, and they can fly pretty big and fly well outside. Whoops aren't just for indoors. In fact, the Mobula 7, I can't fly that thing worth the crap in the house. Um, but it flies great outside, at least for me. My ceilings are too low. I live in a trailer, man. You know, I know MD95 TSI be all air mode inside the house. I can't do that. And the Tiny Hawk seems cool. I don't know about the Eachine M80, but I've seen some Tiny Hawk video, and I've been kind of thinking for my next bird because I like to have a fleet and I like to have the different sizes. I do not have a 3-inch, so I've been thinking about the Baby Hawk R. I think I'll do that. I'll do that back from the sky. In fact, I was thinking. I think didn't you change your name? You just changed your name, didn't you? I thought you changed your name, or did I get confused with somebody else? Brother Dan, I gave you a shout out earlier about this awesome hat you sent me. I got to bow my head so everybody can see it. So thank you very much for the hat. I appreciate it. Same old you. I'm. Oh, I know what it is. Back from the sky. It was Beyond the Sky or something like Beyond Sky. That's why I'm horrible at names. So let me see if I can. I can't do that. I can't put your channel. Go ahead, put a link for. Oh, I can do this. Get rid of that window. Oh, goodness. I can go. Yeah, get back to me. Where am I? What did I do? What did I do? Oh, there I am. This live control room. I was looking for the name of the video. No, I get it back from the sky. I got confused with somebody else. Okay. So oh well there you go. I was just getting ready to do that. back from the sky, and you beat me to it. So thank you. Oh, let you pick my next bird, easy. Okay, well, I'll certainly take your recommendations into consideration. No doubt about that. Michael, hey brother, how are you? See, back from the sky, the M80 were things that we lit fuses on, and they blew up. So that you know that that's my okay. Is that the video? The cool thing about those little birds, like I mean, I'm fortunate that I can go right out the back door. Although my backyard to me is a little bit small for the Batman, but I can go right outside and fly it. Whereas most people can do not have that luxury. So yes, so far so good, Michael. But I am working on it. So I hope everybody has some good weather. It's actually quite nice outside here. Just need to clean up and get paid. Well, it's always nice to get paid at the end of a job, Dan. Absolutely, Ryan. That is the best part. Hi, idiot. Hey, how you doing, brother? Long time no see. Yeah, that was look, Michael. Michael, you have no clue, man. You know, when I saw Dan standing up on top of that ladder, don't tell my wife. Oh yeah, I'm just posting. So Dan, are you assuming that your wife never watches your videos? Thank you, Thunderwolf. I appreciate it. Haven't seen you in a while. Apparently, we've been traveling in the wrong circles. I know you're across the pond, so it's late for you. You are across the pond, right? Hi, East Wind Farms. It's good to see you, idiot of the day. I feel like the idiot of the day today. All right, well, it's good to see you, brother. Of course you would see it. Dude, I do that all the time, and I'm okay as long as I can touch the ceiling or a wall, which isn't great for a painter. You're not supposed to touch the wall when you're painting, but however, right in front of the window is another matter. But Thunderwolf, well, for whatever reason, I thought you were like in England or something. 42 ain't bad, Eastwind. It's not. It's a little warmer here. Yeah, just lean against the window, right? As long as it's good glass. Oh, you live in Pennsylvania. See, again, I'm getting names confused. Pennsylvania is beautiful, at least the parts I've been in. And I love the woods and all that. I just can't. That white crap is just what? Who me? Nah, not yet. I need a few more beers yet. Okay, Thunderwolf, appreciate it. Why would you want that? I don't even know who you are, Chris. You're not. You're not supposed to ask for moderator. It's just considered rude. I'm sorry. You know, I know anybody that I've given moderator to, I know who they are. You know, and I trust them to do what's right and to watch out for those that aren't. And you know, I must say I've had good luck with all that. But hang around, give me a watch a video or two of mine, and who knows? Oh yeah. If anybody wants to vouch for this guy, cold and crappy. What frame are you waiting on, Indigo? I thought about a nap earlier, back from the guy. I really did. Ah, okay. That explains a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that age. Nothing at all. So what? You just run around seeing whoever's live, Chris? You do vlogs? Come visit my channel, leave a comment, and you know, watch one of my videos, and then I'll come see you. How about that? TBS F1. What is it you've been doing, Lewis? Or is Lewis gone already? Lewis is probably gone. He went to eat. You got to watch that physique of his. Oh no, it's okay, Chris. I'm not giving you a hard time about it at all. I'm I'm here to. It's kind of like a protocol thing. So no harm, no foul, brother. I just telling you. That's all. I'm not pissed that you asked. Now, if you kept hounding me about it, that would be different. That is what this video was all about, Michael. The Batman. Okay? And so I'll show it again for you. I replaced this motor here. Okay? But I didn't want to solder the wires together and all that. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I put these wire nuts on here so I could splice the wires, but I wanted to get the motor rotation right first before I actually solder them together. I didn't want to solder them together and then they spinning the wrong way. So I did that. And I got it spinning the right way so I know which wires. Now I don't have any DZ. I'm an A cup. Okay. But anyway, that's what I did, Michael. And I spun this up and made sure the motors were spinning the right direction so I know which wires to solder together. I still got a few things to connect. Actually, everything's connected. There's the camera dangling around. I still got to put the camera mount and the top plate on. But again, I'm shouting out Eric at RC Crazy for sending me a new frame. So love you, Eric. Appreciate it. And Dan, again, appreciate the hat, the awesome hat. And hey, Hillbilly, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. I was just doing a quick little what I thought would be humorous with the wire nuts on the motor. This is new motor that I busted this motor up before with the horrible crash that happened with the Batman. And yes, Deezy, I will be. I got my thread locker, so once I get it screwed together, I'm going to take each of the screws out, back out one by one, and put the thread Loctite on the screw. Because for those of you that don't know, I was flying this thing And you can actually, in the last video that was with this, you can actually see this arm as I fly around wobbling back and forth. And then at the end of it, I did a punch out. And when I did, the one screw that was kind of holding it came out and it swung back into the rear, the front propeller swung back into the rear propeller, and it was not pretty. And it chopped all the blades off of the front prop. So there's just the hub, just the wire, just the prop nut and the hub of the propeller. And then the propeller back here had these huge gouges in it. And of course, when that happened, it didn't fly very well, and it just smashed into the ground. I think about like that, full speed in the asphalt. So it was ugly. Actually, less damage than I thought. This is one of the standoffs that was holding the top plate. And the actual screws that held this together that went into this standoff, they were bent too. Yeah, hey, hillbilly, I was probably 100 yards away in the backyard, and I could hear it hit. It was ugly. It was ugly. Worst crash I've ever been in. And I mean, this thing with this battery and stuff on it, when you hit the ground, it makes a pretty ugly thump anyway. I mean, you can hear it. Oh, well, great. Thanks a lot, Deezy. You're a piece of work. Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, I can teach Jay Drone a thing or two, huh? Oh no, Daisy. No, don't be photoshopping nothing now or anything like that. Who is it on FPV Noob Tube? They have these little hanging glowing balls that they went Captain Wire Nuts. Okay. I don't know. I don't know which one I'd like better, Indigo. I'm gonna have to use that somewhere. Captain Wire Nut. I bet Nay would have a heart attack, huh? But all right, all right, y'all. I'm gonna end this now. For now. Uh, hey, Eric. I was shouting you out, Eric, earlier. I was showing the Batman, and we know how you are with wire nuts. Well, I took the new motor that I replaced, and so I could make sure the rotation was right before I bothered soldering them. I just wire nutted them together. I don't I don't plan on flying it like this, okay? But all the motors spin up and now they're all spinning the right direction. So this weekend, Eric, will be the maiden voyage, if not sooner, maybe tomorrow. I doubt it'll happen today. But the dark night shall rise again, thanks in part to you. So I appreciate you, Fishing Junk. Make sure everybody check out Fishing Junk. Fishing Junk's new channel. He likes to take live video from inside cesspools and show dead fish floating around. And I was funning with him. His water's still murky because His water's still murky because the ice just thawed, and some of the fish apparently did not make it. You, you got an underwater camera, and hey, that's funny, hillbilly. Yeah, but other people did. That's okay. I look. They don't call me. I don't call myself the flying lunatic for nothing. Okay. Yeah, right. Oh, that was nice. Crappy. I mean, did he only catch one? I mean, that looked like dinner to me, Eric. It looked good for me. Well, yeah, they probably don't look so good now, Eric. It was. It was. That. Was that the first one he'd ever caught, or he'd caught other fish before? I used to be all into the what? Well, okay, I get it now, these. But now let's see. Look, hillbilly, I'm kind of like I'm just basically an old country boy, but with a bit of hippie in me, kind of. You know, I'm one of those. I don't know what the right word is for it. You know, I'm a conservative in a lot of ways politically, but I'm also what's the word? Independent. I mean, because I believe in personal freedom and liberty, and I know you do too. You're in the hills. You believe in that. That's what America was built on. You know, not all this government intervention crap. So anyway, woohoo! Yay! You know, hey, Kentucky. I've been in Kentucky, man. Where were we at? We did some caves in Kentucky. A friend of mine in West Virginia, and we drove west into Kentucky, and it was one of the cave systems that is a tourist attraction where they do tours and stuff like that, and they have lighted caves, but they also have some smaller cave systems that you take your own flashlights and whatever, and you go through there. That sounds very familiar, Mason. That does. Yes. And the one we went to when we first came there, I guess it was at the entrance to the park, but the cave entrance was up high on a hill from where you park, and there was this cool fog coming out of there. It just came across the ground and then just flowed out. And we went through there, and that was really, really cool. And we got about halfway in and turned the lights off, and talk about black. It was dark, man. You couldn't see your finger. You couldn't see anything. It was black. That must be really cool flying in the hills too. My grandparents had a place in North Carolina, and one day I will fly there. Hiya, Hella. I, I hope you're having a hell of a good day. Good to see you too, brother. And let me just fix you up here. I need to do somebody else too. Let's see. And catch Mason. Yay. All right. Dealing out some wrenches there, brothers. So what are you doing now, Hella? You still killing the Moby, or are you doing something else? Ah, you had a fail-safe, did you, homie? I know you're ready, Eric. Made you a Smurf. Bloody Smurfs. Woohoo, Dan. So, what you gonna do with that pocket full of change? I didn't. What, did you all fly together or did you send him one? Did he send you one, Ella? Blood flights, huh? All right. See ya, Hella. Happy flying, brother. Look, Ella, it's just like they talked about the Bionic Man. We can rebuild him. We can make him better than he was before. Yeah, right, 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 Ryan. He's like, man, these pockets are too hard. I gotta spend this money. Drone pool here, brother pool. That's brother pool. Dan the man. Dan the brother man. That's it. Dan the brother man. All right, fellas. I said this 15 minutes ago, but I'm out of here. I thank you all for coming by. I appreciate it. This was just supposed to be a quick little fun thing, but that's the way it always goes. Um, I'm surprised he's not at more than that, Mason. I'm surprised at some of the people that I see how low their numbers are, but I guess they just want to share their videos and don't travel around because that's why my numbers are where they are just because I traveled around, you know. And probably a lot of my subscribers never even come by, but when they do, they always get a visit from me, and I try and be very religious about that. And listen, on another note too, I will tell you this: anybody that has a video that they want me to see specifically, um, you know how to get to me. You know, watch one of mine and leave a comment. Because if you leave a comment on one of mine, I'm going to visit you 9 times out of 10. And in your comment, feel free to leave a link to the video you want me to see. Okay, please do that because I don't know who it is. There's a couple people, but the one that comes to mind more than anybody is Brother Nelson. And every time he watches, he'll stop by every now and then. R. Nelson is his name. Every time he stops by, he watches the video that I would least like him to see. So, I'm like, I'll, I'll go watch one of his. And I was like, damn it, Nelson. Why do I wanted you to watch this one, not that one. That one was horrible, you know? He tried to get me to go low. He's been bugging me because when I fly, I tend to get up there. And I've been trying to work on the low, but I've been doing a little bit better at it. But hey, Michael, tell Till, and cheers to you and Till. And cheers, Michael. Love you, brother. My brother from another mother. So see y'all. Y'all have a great day. Blizzard. Steady Ed and his air mode drone. Yeah, well, what else would you have? How else would you rather me fly it, Blizz? There, let me take care of this right now. And let's hit the wrong button. Blizz, I'm out of here. I'm just squeezing. Oh, but Blizz, you might appreciate this. This is I just put a new motor on, and so I it looks ugly, but it'll fly this way, right? No, this is just a tech motor rotation, so I can have to screw with B heli so I can spike the wires right together, right? So there you go. I thought you might appreciate that before I took off. Captain Wirenet. Thanks, Hillbilly. Later, all of y'all. Love you guys. You're all the best. Appreciate it. Good day, everybody. I don't know how to do this, Eric, but we'll try it again. Just keep drawing.